All right, welcome back to Bayou Town, Martin Falls, with the police chief here in Houma, Travis Terrio. Always good to see you, Chief.
Thank you for having me today.
All right, so Halloween, and God, we come so far with Halloween. I remember all the rumors that used to fly around about, raises and apples and all that. But y'all have really done a good job of sort of putting patrol units out there and coming on public, giving some safety tips. So let's do it again. What are some of the key things?
Well, one of the key things is safety, and following all of the rules and safety tips that are in place. One of the things that we did for the police department, we doubling our patrol units tomorrow night. So we'll have at least 2 patrol units per zone is the goal. So you're going to see an increased number of units. I know the sheriff does it as well, and I think they even come inside the city if they happen to live in their neighborhood. I think they patrol in there too. But we all work together, in the best interest of the public and the kids. But there are a few safety tips that people need to take into consideration. And, whenever your kid's out there, have something reflective that can be seen. If you got your young ones with you, hold on to their hand. Only go to houses that are familiar. If there's a house with the lights off, it's always been an indicator ever since I was a kid that, they're not participating in Halloween, and so just don't go banging on people's door just because some people like to stay to themselves.
Let me ask you this, because I know there's ATVs and a lot of people, we're all guilty of it, but sort of drive them around. I know y'all pretty lenient on it as long as they have the proper lighting and everything else, right?
So if we have a complaint of an ATV, we're going to address it. We understand and we know that people are going to be out there doing it, but we don't condone it.
Yeah.
It's not allowed. So if you're challenged by a police officer and you're told that you need to get your ATV off the roadway, you need to go ahead and get it off the roadway.
There's a lot of them pull trailers and put hay in it and different things.
And I get it.
Really
and
go fast.
Yeah. And it probably makes it more convenient to transport your children around at times. But if you're challenged by a police officer and they tell you that you need to remove it, you're going to have to remove it off the roadway and just respect that. And at the same time, every time we have some type of holiday, everybody thinks that alcohol has to go along with it.
I was about to say that, yeah.
And it's even, more so tomorrow because now we have our children out in the roadway all over town. So if you don't have to go anywhere tomorrow night during the trick-or-treating hours, just stay home. Avoid putting your vehicle on the roadway and having to weave in and out of small children. I don't think anybody wants to be responsible for injuring or killing a child. And by all stretch, if you caught drinking and driving tomorrow night, you can have problems. You going to jail.
And if they're drinking in an ATV and pulling their trailer and having a cocktail, and hopefully it never happens, but run over somebody and injure them or kill them, they're in deep trouble.
That's right. It's the same as if they're operating their car on the roadway. And at the same, you notice some of our safety tips. It's talking about flame resistant. Well, flame resistant shouldn't be a problem this year because we shouldn't have any flames out there. Because we are still in a burn ban.
Right.
And people need to adhere to that. Our fire department, our state fire marshal, the burn ban is still in effect. So we shouldn't have any bonfires tomorrow night in theory, right?
Yeah. Now, I know a lot of people jump subdivisions. They jump communities. You'll see a lot of people driving from other communities to go in certain communities. It doesn't mean people don't have to not give them candy. Be nice to them. But on the flip side, don't we urge people to go to houses that you know what they're giving out?
Absolutely. We do encourage people to go to houses that they know. And it's good to get out in your own neighborhood because it's an opportunity to meet your neighbors. Doesn't do you much good to go and meet somebody else's neighbor. Meet your own neighbor.
Right.
Meet the people that live next door. Get out and enjoy yourself.
Now, y'all sort of work it. You were hinting in the beginning that you try to get units close by where their family would be trick-or-treating?
No, I think that's how, I think the way the sheriff's department works it, if they happen to live in a neighborhood, I believe they patrol their neighborhood. And but as far as the way our units are, they're going to patrol the zones.
Okay.
And it's just by doing that, it just is a way to spread the units out across the whole parish.
And should be pretty chilly weather tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I would dress warm.
Yeah,
I
no
would definitely
rain.
dress warm.
No
So,
rain.
no rain ought to feel like Halloween for once, right?
Yeah,
Instead
yeah.
of summertime.
Does it make a difference for you all when Halloween is early in the week as compared to late?
No, I mean, it does because if you have it, if Halloween falls on a Friday or Saturday night, not so much on a Sunday, but if
The
you get it
parties
fall
will
on
double, yeah.
yeah, parties will double, the amount of trick or treaters will double. But it being a school night, you don't have quite as many people out.
Yeah, I wonder how many kids are going to school the next day.
And look, we've even gotten reports where we still have adults that are going out there trick or treating. Let's all remember this is for the children. you know,
Yeah, well, I haven't trick or treated in 40 years.
right.
Yeah.
If you're an adult, if you want to get some candy, stop at the store.
So you going to dress like the chief tomorrow?
I'm gonna dress like Travis Terrio tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna dress like.
All right, good seeing you as always, and we urge people to be careful. And once again, the ban has not been lifted, so no pits, no fire pits. And I saw one year somebody pulling a fire pit in the back of a trailer with hay on the side. I'm going like bonehead.
Yeah, that should definitely be a burn ban at all times.
Yeah. Thank you. We appreciate it, Chief. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Some tips for Halloween right here on HTV. Be careful, everybody. And we have a great community. Let's keep it that way. We'll see you after the break.